Fall 2023 is an amazing season, full of great animes, but the problem with these great animes is that they only cater to specific audiences. These animes tend to be 3-episode rulers, which, if you didn't know, are animes that you should give a try for the first 3 episodes and see if you like it or not. But there are, as per every anime season, great animes that I think everyone should watch. Now, beginning the list, Undead Unluck, when it comes to plot, is really a nothing burger. You got Undead, who cannot die, and Unluck, who's just supremely unlucky and everything she touches literally dies. What makes this anime in this video is how great visually this show is. It's an anime being adapted by David Productions. And David Productions is not shy on making a great shonen adaptation. How jam-packed it is with action and lack of literally anything else. I think this anime is a must-watch. What shonen adaptation isn't, right? 16-bit Sensation is a love letter to Bishoujo games. For people who are, I guess, lucky enough to not know what a Bishoujo game is, it's essentially a visual novel that usually centers around a beautiful anime character. For people who don't know what a Bishoujo game is, or who's not really interested in how they're made or how they were made in the 1990s, I think this anime isn't for you. But if you're a weird anime nerd who likes Konoha Agesato being the weirdest person in the world, who likes Bishoujo games and isn't shy enough to admit it, I think 16-bit Sensation is a great watch. Overtake is a F4 anime. If you're into F1, if you really like Max Verstappen, if you like Logan Sargent being the greatest American driver of all time, I think Overtake is an amazing anime. I think it has soul. This idea of a small team from the middle of nowhere, Komaki Motors, who are just a bunch of guys who just really want to compete against big teams. It's a fun underdog story. Shangri-la Frontier is an amazing anime. It's an anime about a guy called Rakuro Hizutome who gets bored of playing shit games and decided to play a good game. Lo and behold, he likes to play good games. This anime is essentially just a guy playing a video game, but is visually spectacular. Studio C2C, for people who watch my videos and for some god knows reason, knows about an anime called Edo My Elf and how great Edo My Elf looks. Shangri-La Frontier is adapted by the same studio, and it's one of the most spectacular looking animes this season. Plot is a bit of a nothing burger, but if you want to watch a good visual show that is just about a guy gaming, it's a great show. Migi to Dali is strange. So it follows these twins, Migi and Dali, who is posing to be one person, a guy called Hitori. A bunch of Japanese puns going on here. What I say it's strange is because very uneasy. In one sense, it's just like a typical family, really into their adopted child. But at the same time, the level of uneasiness and the idea of how these characters' fake faces look, the uneasiness of these twins' backstory with their mother dying and nobody knows who did the murder. It's a very fun show, I think, in ways of mystery and comedy. Under Ninja is slept on by literally everybody, and I don't get why. It's an anime about ninjas in the modern world. Now, you would expect ninjas to be like something like Naruto, right? Super cool ninjutsu, spawning a frog in the middle of nowhere. But these guys, they're just a bunch of weirdos of society, the castaways of society. You got a guy who's just a NEET, you got a Mr. Breast Milk who wants to feed breast milk into young children. Very interesting anime with the craziest cast of characters, with an amazing comedy, and shockingly visually spectacular. It's actually an anime that's written by Hanazawa Kengo. For the people who don't know who that is, he's the writer of I Am Hero. I'm telling you, man, Under Ninja looks spectacular. It's written by a great writer, and for the first 2 episodes, I am completely hooked, and people should be as well. Yuzuki-san's Chi no Yonkyudai. It's an anime about a broken home. It follows the Yuzuki family, who in the last 2 years lost both their parents from a terrible car crash. This is a slice of life anime, so, you know, it's not really gonna make your heart go bumping. But it's an anime that has soul. It's an anime that I think if you let it, it could really move you emotionally, and how these characters in different ways trying to process the emotional loss of a parent and how they deal with their day-to-day lives. I advise you to give this anime a shot, because if you do, it will definitely touch you in your soft spots. So's no Free Ren. I mean, what can I say? It's the anime of the season. I might say it's the anime of the year. It's a show about Free Ren, who is part of this party that recently defeated the Demon King. 100 years has passed, and Free Ren is going back to the adventures that he used to have with the old party, reminiscing in his past. This anime hits me in multiple ways on how amazing this plot is and how grounded and somewhat human Free Ren is, and how great it is to see Madhouse Studio sort of hitting as hard as they used to. It's amazing how the show visually looks. I think Madhouse adapting this with the same director that did Bocchi the Rock. It's an incredible anime, both for Madhouse and just to simply watch as an audience. It's a 9 out of 10 anime for me right now, and it could be a 10 out of 10 by the end of it. And that's something that I rarely say for an anime that I've just watched 6 episodes in.